This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, the league races are winding down and we have the big game highlights in 8 different sports. In baseball, Palo Alto meets Mountain View, basketball with Campo Lindo and De La Salle.
We'll have softball with Branham and Pioneer, and the story of the Tamaulipas water polo player overcoming a rare ailment to play this year. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in the East Bay League, where San Ramon Valley and California are having fine seasons. The Wolves from SRV, led by senior Jeff Cambra, who is hitting .400 with 24 hits.
Yeah, so that means he's 24 for 92.
Okay. Did you just do that math?
I just did that math yesterday with a calculator. Cal features sophomore Aiden Camberg, who's batting .385. Lots of hitting in what was a thrilling game with first place on the line this week.
Adrian Soriano here in San Ramon as San Ramon Valley takes on California. The Wolves get on the board first. Jerron Navarez chops one up the middle for a hit. Casey Cummings scores 1-0 Wolves. The Wolves get another run here as the throw to second gets away. Navarez will come in to score. SRV adds one more on a ground out and it's 3-0 Wolves after one. California chips away in the second. Zach Rodman hits it deep to left. That ball is gone. A solo blast for Zach. 3-1 SRV after 2. San Ramon Valley gets that run back in the next inning. Jeffrey Cambra hits a fly ball to center. That one finds the grass as Cummings score 4-1 Wolves. The Grizzlies answer back in the home half. Aiden Camber crushes one to deep center field. Raul Fabian comes in and it's 4-2 SRV. Now 4-3 SRV in the fourth for Camberg, who lines a shot to right. Brady Wetzel is in. Fabian will slide in safely at the plate. And it's 5-4 Cal Grizzlies. Nick Hughes tacks on another as he sends a sizzling shot off the left field fence. Camberg scores, and it's 6-4 Grizzlies after 4. Top 5 and Noah Garcia cuts into the lead with a shot to left center. That's good enough for a double as Cummings crosses the plate, and it's back to a 1-run game. 6th inning now, and Navarez chops one to first. The throw gets away as Cameron Miller and Cummings score, and the Wolves take a 7-6 lead. But back come the Grizzlies in the bottom half. Hughes hits this one to left for a base hit. Fabian comes in to score, and it's all tied up at 7 after 6. We head to the 8th inning, and Canberra smashes this one to deep left. That one falls in as Cummings comes in to score, and it's 8-7 SRV. California loads the bases in the bottom half, and Vince Piazza draws the walk as Camber comes in to score, and we're tied again at 8. Still bases juiced for Noah Cupentente, who hits it up the middle for a base hit. Kyle Limpa comes in to score, and the California Grizzlies walk it off at 8 to win the game 9-8 to go to 17-3 on the season. Here's Noah Cupentente after the game.
Man, it's a blessing to be out here. Ran it up 3-2. Just kind of had to protect anything in there, anything in the strike zone. Just kind of had to, put the ball in play, get the win for the team. That's all I need.
Heritage looking to stay undefeated on the year, taking on Freedom. Bottom of the second, Alexandra Kutanili leads off the inning with a single through the right side. A few batters later, Kutanili shows off her speed. Ella Jenkins' slap hit is perfect. Jenkins picks up the Patriots' first run with the infield hit. Next batter is Tassi Haas. The ball hits third base and bounces into the outfield. Amari Houston and Jessica M score 3-0 Heritage. Freedom pitcher Sierra Weishar gets herself out of the inning with a ground ball to Angie Botzel at short. The Falcons shortstop, a great game defensively. Top of the fourth, one out. Madison Evers-Lyles goes the opposite way, slapping a single to right to put a runner on for Amanda Royal. Royal hits a long fly ball to right center. Goodbye. A 2-run shot for the DH, and it cuts the Pats lead to 1. But closing that gap will be tough with this Patriot defense. Tiana Bell charging the short ground ball and gunning out the runner at first. The Cal commit showing off, but Jessica M in center says, I can do one better. Watch Jessica lay out for this ball. You'll see both those plays again in our Play of the Week segment. Not only do the Patriots remain undefeated on the season, well, so does the Southpaw Casey Aguinaga. And she records her 15th win, just 9 earned runs in 80 innings of work this season. Wow, Patriots go to 19-0 on the season.
Tony McGilvery in his 20th year at Santa Clara with final instructions for his team. The Bruins on fire early, pushing it up court. Trayson Pleasant in the lane, bounce pass to Ralph Torta for a 4-2 lead. The shot is off here, but the Bruins' outstanding big man Harry Nossi gets 2 rebounds, the basket, and 1. Now toss it into Nossi, and there was no answer for this. As Harry turns and scores, it's a 7-point Santa Clara lead. Then firing from the outside is Fred Ramos, and Santa Clara builds a 16-point lead in the second quarter, but pressure defense and sharp shooting brings the Falcons back. Saab Tamori from distance there. Top of the key 3 for Cameron King, and the lead is down to 9. Later in the second quarter, Tyler Chu to King over to Christian Lee for the corner 3. Who is that masked man? It's a 6-point game. Good D here as Mateusz Palusinski blocks the pass over to Lee, ahead to Tamuri, who lays it in, and it's a 4-point game. But when the Bruins needed a big bucket, they go to the big man Nossi with that saucy jump hook, and that was a killer. The Falcons complete the comeback. Palusinski nails the 3, and the game was tied at 30 all, but the Bruins take off from there with a huge fourth quarter. Giovanni Talita to Torta to Ramos with his second 3 in the game as Santa Clara pulls away to win it behind a 30-point game from Harry Nossi.
Adrian Soriano here in Sunnyvale as Fremont takes on Limbrook. The Vikings get on the board first. The throw to third gets away, and that allows Fred Lee to score 1-0 Limbrook Vikings after 1. Fremont would answer back in the third. Ryan Kowal grounds it up the middle for a base hit. Samik Singh and Ryan Ko scores, and it's 2-1 Firebirds. Fremont adds on as the throw to second goes to the outfield. Kowal crosses home, and it's 3-1 Fremont. Lucas Huchard still up to bat, and he smokes one up the middle for a base knock. Weston Wu scores, and it's 4-1 Firebirds after 3. Limbrook rallies back in the next inning. William Cheng finds the hole for a single to score Aaron Ju. The Vikings get another run to cut the lead to just 1. But Fremont pulls away in the bottom half. Daniel Moreno pokes one to left as Josh Hsu and KO scores. 7-3 Firebirds. Now 10-3 Firebirds for Singh, who lines it to left for another hit as Lucas Huchard comes in. Ryan KO up to bat again, and he shoots it up the middle for a single. Joseph Aguilera and Singh coming to score. Still in the fourth, Kowal hits it to short. The ball finds the outfield as Hsu and KO scores. 18-3 Firebirds after 4. Limbrook still fighting until the end. Chris Zane grounds it to second. The throw to first is off as Lee comes in to score. Then Anthony Yu decides to come home. Anthony leaps over the catcher and beats the tag at the plate, but not enough as the Fremont Firebirds win it to stay on top of the Santa Clara Valley El Camino division.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rika Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Jada on the beat. Your Cal High Players of the Week. Check it out. Maddie Highland had Livermore batting islands from high winds blowing out wishes like dandelion.
A senior pitcher from Foothill, even batters who could thrill, stood still in awe of her good skill.
All 7 innings had 13 strikeouts and 5 hits, but no one got home to the nice couch.
Yes, y'all, she'll play Division I softball for UC Riverside in the fall.
Give all of our thanks to Oliver Craig, a real tale from Hillsdale. Give him the ball in the paint, whether he's swishing the net or calling the bank. He's got his team undefeated, showing all of his strength.
Scoring 24 points more on San Mateo. Hoops is bread and butter sandwich and the mayo. A hand on my baseball, he won't come weak. True sport athlete, he played both in 1 week. These are your Players of the Week. Yeah, that's Rama Jamal, Trigger D, Bennett Roth, and me.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week.
This week featuring the Spirit Squad from Northgate High School. Coming up, it's the NCS Monster Game as top-ranked Campo Lindo takes on powerful De La Salle.
And we hit the mat with wrestling in the West Catholic League as Bellarmine grapples with Mitty. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
This is the gap that opened up when everything shut down. But entrepreneurs never stopped and found solutions that kept them going. At U.S. Bank, we can help you adapt and evolve your business, no matter what you're facing. Because when you close the gap, a world of possibility opens. U.S. Bank, we'll get there together.
One, two, three.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
Go to SB Live California as your destination for the very best in local high school sports coverage online. SB Live brings sports fans exclusive articles, highlights, coaches, polls, and photo galleries. Get the SB Live app for the latest scores from games played all around the Bay Area and California. This season, SB Live brings you exclusive content in partnership with 49ers Cal High Sports. Follow us at SB Live CA on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. SB Live, the Bay Area's first destination for the latest in high school sports.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives. By Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads. By Wingstop, order Wingstop's new all-in bundle, just $19.99. See wingstop.com for restrictions and details. And by Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact.
We are back with this week's NCS Monster Game. The Campo Lindo Cougars are the top-ranked team in the Bay Area with a 9-0 record.
Right, and Campo doing it most of the time without Aiden Mahaney, their top player. De La Salle is undefeated in the East Bay League and playing very well. A non-league matchup of two of the Bay Area's very best. Our Courtney Tate was there in this week's NCS Monster Game.
Monster Game, yeah.
I'm here at De La Salle High School where the varsity boys basketball team is set to face off against the visiting Campo Lindo Cougars. The Cougars enter tonight's matchup undefeated, and we're looking for Emmanuel Callis and Shane O'Reilly to lead the charge in scoring tonight, while the Spartans enter tonight's game with an overall record of 5-2, and they like to play an inside-outside game, but we're looking for Chris Bunch and Alonzo Washington to lead the way in scoring. It's Campo Lindo at De La Salle for this week's NCS Monster Game. Getting things started, it's Shane O'Reilly sinking the three from the right wing. Beautiful shot. He gives Campo Lindo an early 8-2 lead. Later in the first, Chase Bennett drives to the basket. He hits the fadeaway for 2 points. Cougars in the quarter, 14-4. Now in the second, Miles Daniels tries chipping away at the lead. He knocks down the three ball, cuts the lead to 7. Cougars up 14-7. Still in the second, Campo Lindo makes a run with big shots like this from Cade Bennett, one of his 6 threes on the night. Cougars up 22-9. But the Spartans try to answer before the half. Billy Haggerty and one down low. Cougars up 27-14 at the half. Now in the third, Shane O'Reilly gets the ball down low, reverse layup and one. Cougars take a commanding 35-18 lead, but the Spartans never stop fighting. Here's Chris Bunch driving hard to the basket. He gets a foul and cuts the lead to 9. And Chris Bunch just takes over here in the third. Step back three-pointer. He cuts the lead to 3, scores 34-37. Now in the fourth, Campolindo tries to extend the lead. Chase Bennett finds Justin Yasakochi, who knocks down the 3. Cougars now up 42-37. But the Spartans went on 11-6 run. This time, Alonzo Washington with the big reverse layup and the foul. He ties the game at 48. But Campolindo answers right back. Here's Chase Bennett driving through the lane. Beautiful reverse layup. Cougars up 50-49, and it was just reverse layup central. This time, Christian Carter goes up strong, gets the bucket. Spartans have their first lead of the night, 51-50. Finally, the score is tied, but Cade Bennett ends it right here. 2 seconds left, knocks down the game winner. Campolindo takes the win 56-53, led by Bennett with 26 points. Here's what he had to say about the win.
It's a huge win for our program. It's big time. Everyone knows De La Salle, but we're starting to make a name for ourselves at Campolindo as a basketball program.
In Concord with this week's NCS Monster Game, I'm Courtney Tate, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Senior night at St. Francis as they host Presentation Wednesday night. Erin Tan opens up scoring, finessing her way in for the score, both teams exchanging scores early in the first. Mia Bodner-Cohen receives a pass from Kaylee McNamara, and she banks it home to put the Panthers up 9-5. 5 seconds left in the second. Lindsay Allard grabs her own rebound, lays it off to a wide open Mia Grizel, who closes the gap for the Lancers. 15-14 Panthers in the lead. Early in the third, Mia Bodner-Cohen staying hot from deep, sinking the shot to extend the lead for the Panthers, and you've heard her name before. Bodner-Cohen this time pulling up for the mid-range J, and Presentation starting to pull away, up by 5 with 2 minutes left to play. Tan loves doing the dirty work as she floats the ball up in the paint, sinks the shot to help the Panthers offense keep it rolling. Panthers put the ball in the hands of Bodner-Cohen, and you know that's gonna work, putting on her best Steph Curry impression. Up by 5 with 2 minutes left to play, but things get interesting. Jamie Crosby snatches the ball, goes the distance before laying it in, closing the lead to just 2. 34-32 Panthers with 1 minute left to play. Panthers get the ball, but St. Francis defense stands tall. Lindsay Allard gets the monster block. St. Francis down by 3. This would tie the game, and it just misses. A fantastic game in Mountain View. 37-34. Presentation wins it behind Bodner-Cohen's 14.
Here come the Bellarmine Bells as they host Mitty in this match. 132-pounders has Bellarmine's Eric Fisher in control here in the first round as he flips his man on his back and gets the fall to win the match. We go to the 138-pound division. Trey Lauterbach for the Bells, Chase Aggregato for Mitty, and Aggregato gets 2 points for the reversal. But Lauterbach gets the win for the Bells with a second-round pin. 154 now as Lewis Braley for Bellarmine lifts Mitty's Tim Trick up and throws him to the mat. You get 2 points for that reversal. Braley now with 3 points for the near fall and working hard to finish this one off. Close, take a look, and there it is. He gets the pin for the win. Rocco Trapani in the 172-pound division. Rocco, also on the football team, gets 2 points for a reversal in round 1. A 2-point takedown here as Trapani racks up the points, and then he has to hang on as late in this match, Taryn Thang makes a comeback but runs out of time as Trapani wins it 10-7. Here's the big guys, 285-pound division with Clark Godinez from Bellarmine and Tyler Aramu for Mitty. Aramu with the takedown there. But Godinez in a fierce battle spins his man late in this match and gets the pin, using every bit of his energy to do it, and Bellarmine gets the sweep, winning all 7 matches. Valley Health Plan and the San Jose Earthquakes bring us the Soccer Players of the Week every week.
This week's Girls Soccer Player of the Week is Pioneers' Beth McIntosh. Beth with a goal for the Mustangs in their win. The Boys Soccer Player of the Week is Washington's Kenneth Solari. Kenneth with 2 goals for the Huskies in their win last week. Albany's Construction is the leader in construction for major projects all across the state.
Each week, Albany's brings us the dirty work play. Doing the dirty work this week is Aragon's Megan Gakuton. The Dons outfielder crashing into the fence in the Dons win last week. Megan doing the dirty work, just like Albany's Construction.
Cal Hope is working to make it easier for teens to battle through the emotional stress of the pandemic.
Here's this week's Cal Hope mental health tip.
Improve your mood during the pandemic by reaching out to your family and friends. Chatting on the phone or texting someone you care about can really help. Seek out people who can lift your spirits or make you laugh, because while we're physically separated, we can still be socially connected.
Coming up, a huge game in the De Anza division as Mountain View hosts Palo Alto.
And the Tamalpais water polo player overcoming a rare ailment and soaring for the red-tailed Hawks this season. Our U.S. Bank Inspirational feature is next.
People always ask me what I got on. They be like, hey, Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Invis is everything braces isn't. More comfortable, fewer emergency appointments. Invisalign.
It's understandable to feel anxious, stressed, or lonely because of COVID-19. Physical separation, your own health, and the health of friends and family can weigh heavily on you. Call a timeout on work. Get a game plan for mental wellness with crucial mental health resources from CalHope. We'll help you carry the ball. Call 1-833-317-HOPE to talk to someone who can help, or visit calhope.org. CalHope, official partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we're in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Since 1974, there's been just one goal. One thing we work for. The pursuit binds us together and pushes us forward. One family with one mission. To win for this city. Vamos, San Jose.
Invis is everything braces isn't. Eating the foods you love, life uninterrupted. Invisalign.
Hi, my name is Ismael Sanchez. I'm running back Sandra High and watching Cal High Sports.
The De Anza division race for baseball is a wild one this year. Playoffs are still uncertain, so every regular season game is huge.
Mountain View picked up a big win early in the week against Los Gatos, setting up a home-and-home series with Palo Alto. Both teams 5-1 in league play coming into their first game played on Wednesday. Mountain View and Palo Alto battling for the league lead Wednesday. Bottom one, Gabe Barrett hits a high fly ball to right center. Unbelievable hang time as it hits off the warning track. John Found scores and the Spartans score twice in the inning. They go up 2-0. Top of the second, watch this amazing forehand grab from Mountain View's Nate Bonifilio. The Spartans playing solid D all game. Bottom of the inning, Trace Thompson with 2 on, smacks a single to center plating John Bowers. 2 batters later, there are 2 on when Gabe Barrett goes deep. That ball is demolished. A line drive home run for the senior captain, and it gives the Spartans the 7-0 lead. In comes Danny Peters to pitch for the Vikings. He strikes out the batter to break up the big inning. Top 4, Pally comes alive. Henry Bolt with 2 runners in scoring position hammers a line drive the opposite way. The ball hits off the fence, scoring Hayden Jung Goldberg and Aiden Berger. So Pally starts off the inning down by 7. Now Xavier Esquire at the plate representing the tying run. Does it have enough? Absolutely. A 3-run shot for the clutch-hitting second baseman, and the Vikings erase the deficit. It's tied at 7 until the top of the 6th when Xander Darby blasts the ball to right center. Coming in to score is Zach Hayward and Berger. Pally takes its first lead of the day. Top 7, it's now 11-7 Pally. This guy was 3 for 3 at the plate. Tommy Hall putting ducks on the pond for Esquire to cash in his 4th RBI of the day. A blistering shot to right scores Hall, and it is now 12-7 Palo Alto. Bottom 7, after coming in relief, Peters goes 5 2/3 strong, allowing just 2 hits and no runs in Pally's 12-7 victory. 4 RBIs on the day for Esquire.
The meeting at home plate as Harker visits the gorgeous Woodside Priory ballpark. Priory on the board first in the first. Ronan Park sends a line shot down the line and left all the way to the fence. It's a double for Park. Next batter is Hudson Carnes, and he's going to trade places with Park as Carnes sends a rocket to left center. Park comes around to score 1-0 Panthers. But Harker answers back in the bottom of the first. Marcus Anderson goes the other way, sending Audie Jane to second. He later scored on a wild pitch to tie the game. Priory with a runner at third, 2 out, and a nice catch here by Anderson at first to end the inning. Harker starts to pull away in the third. Starting pitcher Andrew Chavez goes the other way. It's a base hit, scoring Austin Wong, 2-1 Eagles. Then in the fifth, Anderson rips it past the drawn-in infield. Chavez scores. Here comes Jane, and it's a 7-1 Harker lead. Sixth inning now, same score as Mark Hu reaches up and clobbers this one down the line in left. Racing around third and scoring is Bobby Wong, and it's an 8-1 lead. Meantime, on the mound, Chavez was having a fine game. This one of his 10 strikeouts in the game. More Eagles in the seventh, runner at second for Ellis Goldman, and she rips it down the third baseline. Ellis headed to Purdue to play softball next year. Ian Williamson scores, and then Mark Hu sending it deep to center all the way to the fence, scoring is Goldman, and Austin Wong and the Eagles are up big. Priory gets one in the bottom of the seventh as Park lines a single to right. Scoring is Adam Collins, who had singled, but Harker takes command of the Lake Division with a 10-0 record, a 3-game lead over Woodside Priory.
U.S. Bank brings us stories each week of inspirational athletes who amaze us in all sorts of ways.
Courtney Tate brings us the story of a Tamalpais swimmer overcoming a rare ailment to play at a very high level.
One member of the varsity girls water polo team here at Tamalpais High School is proving every day that anything is possible as she excels academically and athletically, all while being diagnosed with a chronic illness. Junior Avery Emerson grew up playing many different sports, but once she reached high school, water polo became her life.
When I reached high school, I wanted to try something new, and I had some friends playing water polo. So I gave it a shot, and I fell in love with it, and it became my passion in life.
Avery's talent was undeniable from the very start.
It just became apparent right away that she just had this rare combination of things that you don't see in a player very much at all.
Not only does Avery excel in the pool, but her work effort pays off in her schoolwork as well, averaging a 4.3 GPA. And while many may find it difficult to balance the two, Avery welcomes the challenge.
I'm pretty good at time management. I get my homework done before practice. When I'm at practice, my mind is just on practice. I forget everything else. But managing time has never been a problem for me. I like to keep myself busy, so taking hard classes on top of playing a sport full time, I think is a perfect balance for me.
What many don't know is that Avery has been accomplishing all of this while having a chronic illness.
Diagnosed with POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, in 3rd grade, and it's played a pretty big role in my life. In elementary school, I missed a lot of school due to POTS.
Although there's no cure, Avery has all of the symptoms under control, and she never lets her condition intimidate her from going after her dreams. In fact, she says POTS made her stronger.
So I've learned to play through POTS and exercise through it to get better, and I think it's made me a much stronger person, and I now can play through anything without it affecting me, and I feel like I have developed an inner strength because of POTS.
Avery's strength and courage inspires those around her to have the same qualities, ultimately making everyone better teammates.
I mean, honestly, she's like your dream teammate. She's super positive, never complains. She never skips a swim set. She works super hard and sets a really great example, I think, for the rest of the team and for people trying to improve and get to her level, I think.
Avery continues every day working to achieve all of her goals, including her biggest one thus far, playing Division I water polo in college, and while she has options, she hasn't made a decision.
It is my passion in life, and I would definitely love to play in college. That's my goal right now.
Avery says the one thing she's focused on right now is winning out the rest of her season amid the pandemic. Aubrey, Robert, back to you.
Thank you, Courtney. Wingstop brings us the Wings of an Angel honor each week, where a student athlete talks about their favorite teacher.
Here's Sean Kofer talking about his favorite teacher at De La Salle, Joseph Grantham.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Grantham. He teaches us to be not fearful, to have courage, whatever you do, and just be brave in your faith. He's my religion teacher, and he's the best guy around.
Our Wings of an Angel teacher will receive a Wingstop gift card for doing such a great job.
Wingstop is also honoring Terry Blanchard, a Wingstop owner who passed away last spring from COVID-19. Wingstop will be supporting scholarships for athletes of color in Terry's honor. Those scholarships to be presented at our awards ceremony in June.
Coming up, undefeated Wilcox taking on Gunn.
And big-time girls water polo with San Ramon Valley and Monte Vista. 49ers Cal High Sports will be right back.
We've got 6 plus 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself. 10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch?
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Piercy Honda, located right off Highway 880 in Milpitas, is where you will find hundreds of new and pre-owned Hondas to choose from. Low credit score, no credit, first-time buyer, no problem. Piercy Honda can help. Find us online at piercyhonda.com to search our inventory, calculate your payments, and even complete your purchase. Piercy Honda is home to great customer service, great deals, and a more convenient way to buy a new or pre-owned Honda. Go to Piercy Honda in Milpitas.
The Guzmans were about to close on a home they adored, but at the last minute, their mortgage company denied their loan because the unusual home didn't meet their usual loan requirements. Heartbroken, they turned to Tri-Counties Bank home mortgage loan specialist Vincent Pagera, specializing in custom loans for unique homes. His team quickly designed a creative solution, uniting the Guzmans and their home just in time. That's a perfect match. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By the Riker Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. And by the Serena Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Serena Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
We are back with the undefeated Wilcox Chargers, looking great so far this season at 7-0, with senior Isaiah Frazier leading the 7-0 Chargers.
The Gun Titans looking to hand Wilcox its first loss of the season in the game played at Wilcox Wednesday night. The Wilcox Chargers look to go to 8-0 with a win over Gun. A tough fight early. Gavin Kitch with a couple of power steps to the rack, floats it in and one, Titans up 4-3. Vince Burks drives up the baseline, kicks it out to Deondo Loretta in the corner, and he splashes the corner three. Wilcox goes up. 3 minutes left in the first. Kitch drives, fakes left, pulls up, lands the J from the free throw line to tie the game at 8. Isaiah Frazier finds Dylan Diashin at the elbow. A long three for the junior, but on the next Gun possession, Yodam Elazar ahead to Luke McFall. McFall passes to Josh Tanaka, then back to Luke. Nice ball movement there. Lots of action as this quarter winds down. Mohan Pamwar feeds Frazier in stride, and to the hoop Isaiah goes. Tanaka to Jake Hakeman, and you can count that one, but Wilcox holds the lead after one. Panwar with the clean steal, making his way to the rack to give Wilcox the 15-13 lead after one. The Chargers hold Gun to 4 points in the second quarter. Alex Peralta with a fantastic spin move in the paint as Wilcox leads at 28-17 at the half, and in the third, Peralta fighting his way for the putback, a physical senior for the Chargers. And to close it out, Loretta to Panwar to Min Tran, and that ball is drained. Wilcox stays undefeated with the 50-33 win Wednesday night. Frazier leads the Chargers with 10.
It's Matthew Mendoza at Monte Vista High School as the Mustangs host the San Ramon Valley Wolves for an East Bay Valley League showdown. In the first half, it's Monte Vista on the attack as Olivia Stark lobs it to Miley Turner, who easily finds the back of the net, and Monte Vista takes the lead early. Later in the first half, it's the Mustangs again, letting everyone touch the ball before Turner finds herself another goal, and it's Mustangs up 4-3 after one. The Wolves would find their offense in the second quarter, though, as Natalie Hoffman gets it to Megan Breitz, who rifles in the shot from the tough angle, and just a few moments later, it's the Wolves again. This time, Avery Flagg finds a shot she likes, is able to power it in from long distance, and it's tied 6-6 at half. In the second half, San Ramon found their groove. It's Breitz from long distance, able to punch it in, and the Wolves get the lead. And later in the half, the Wolves would seal it as Annabelle Mundelius hits a wicked shot you might just have to see twice. And that would do it. San Ramon comes back and gets the win, 4 each from Breitz and Quister.
Courtney Tate here at Bellarmine, where the boys varsity soccer team looks to take on the visiting St. Francis Lancers. Early in the first, Pierce Dial takes a shot, but Thomas Rios makes the athletic save. This is one of his 10 saves of the night, and this matchup is still scoreless. But here in the 36th minute, the ball's kicked towards the goal. 2 Lancers there to take the shot, and it's Tyler Rowe who knocks it in the goal. St. Francis ends the half up 1-0. Now here in the second, Miles Thomas heads the ball to the goal, and this time Thomas Rios makes a running save to keep Bellarmine off the board. Bellarmine still up 1-0. Now 4 minutes left in the matchup. Bellarmine desperately needing a goal. Keegan Rhodes gets the pass. He shoots and scores. Beautiful goal by the sophomore on Bellarmine's senior night, and the bells are pumped. Rhodes ties the game at 1, and that's our final. Rowe and Rhodes lead the night. Each had 1 goal.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
The top 10 volunteers have submitted their essays. Those essays are now being judged, with the 5 finalists announced on next week's show. Those 5 student athletes will split $10,000 in scholarship money courtesy of Lexus of Stevens Creek.
Coming up, back to baseball and a North Bay battle between Tamalpais and Redwood.
And a tough defensive battle between Branham and Pioneer when we come back.
Welcome back. Let's head to Marin County, where the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks baseball team comes into this week at 14-1 with junior Matteo Bellissimo hitting .394. Bellissimo.
Very Italian.
Yes.
Very Italian. Tam facing league rival Redwood 3 times this week in what will likely decide the league title. Game 1 played Tuesday afternoon.
Allie Williams here with highlights from Game 1 of a 3-game rivalry set between Tam and Redwood. Bottom 1, Redwood has a runner on second, and Sam Rice swings and shoots one to the outfield. Charlie Welch dives into home to score the Giants' first run. Rice gets to second, and next batter, Ben Cohen, blasts it to right. It falls. Rice scores. Redwood up by 2. Top second, Tam responds. Parker Falzone drives one through the gap. He gets to third after 2 more get on, and it's bases loaded for Charlie Boyle, who lays down an excellent bunt. Redwood gets the out at first. The Falzone scores, and the Red-Tailed Hawks are on the board. Next batter, Henry Bassnight at the plate, but the pitch gets through, and Jake Moore hustles in to tie us up at 2. Score holds until bottom of the 5th. Redwood's Cole McGowan lines it through the infield. 2 more follow him, and now bases loaded. Sam McIntosh hits a tough grounder, and Tam knocks it down, but everyone safe. Giants up 3-2. Redwood holds their lead till top 7. Last chance for Tam. Charlie Boyle sends one up, and it drops. Henry Bassnight follows that with a walk, hyping up the dugout on his way to first. And it's Jake Ferguson's turn. He swings and finds a hole. Boyle races in to tie the game at 3. Tam is hyped, and then Tucker Bougie hits it hard to third. The fielder knocks it down, but Tam scores 4-3. Bottom 7, Redwood threatening. 2 outs, bases loaded, and the ball is launched into the air, but Jake Ferguson has it. Tam finishes the come-from-behind win with a big 7th inning. The Red-Tailed Hawks take this one 4-3.
The Pioneer Mustangs taking the home field as they take on league rival Branham in a Mount Hamilton Division showdown. This game featuring outstanding pitching. The Mustangs' Mari Takeda Bajan getting one of her 9 Ks in the game there. Branham with a great junior starter. This is Emma Fales with a K to end the first. Branner with a runner on in the second, but Pioneer junior catcher Emery Hansen with a strike to second to nail the runner, and we stay scoreless. Nice play, Emery. To the 4th, a runner on for the Bruins as Emma Fales strokes a solid single to center. Fales never fails. But with 2 on, the ball is lofted to shallow right field, and making a terrific catch out there is Mustang second baseman Sidney Hemming. A terrific catch, and we stay scoreless to the 5th. 2 on for Branham as Madison Conley takes it deep to center field. Over the fielder's head, Gabriela Diatalevi scores. Here comes Melissa Garcia, and Branham takes a 2-0 lead. Pioneer with a runner on, but Branham catcher Megan Forsman has the runner picked off at first. The throw goes from Dia to Levy to Connolly, a collision at second, but the tag is made by Connolly. The umpire says she is out. 7th inning, last chance for Pioneer, but look at the diving, sprawling catch and right by the senior Garcia. That's a great catch as Branham wins it 2-0 to go to 7-2 in league. The sophomore Connolly with the big hit.
The Harker School honors top athletes for their work in the classroom each week. This week's Harker Scholar athlete is Bella Carrion from Hillsdale. Bella with a very impressive 4.5 GPA.
Just 2 points higher than mine. Brought to you by the Harker School. Friday, May 7th was the final swim meet of the year at home for Harker, and the final event for Harker swimmers graduating. They are seniors Andrew Chang, Matthew Chung, Rice Edwards, and Katie Lee, who received an appreciative and congratulatory send-off. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, CCS Monster Game action as St. Ignatius takes on Moorsack and the Reardon Crusaders.
And Los Altos at Lynbrook girls basketball. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
We've all felt this gap, the distance between what is and what could be. While he's tapping into his passion, the U.S. Bank mobile app can help you tap your way to your savings goals without missing a beat, so you can feed his passion. Earplugs not included. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
It's understandable to feel anxious, stressed, or lonely because of COVID-19. Physical separation, your own health, and the health of friends and family can weigh heavily on you. Call a timeout on work. Get a game plan for mental wellness with crucial mental health resources from CalHope. We'll help you carry the ball. Call 1-833-317-HOPE to talk to someone who can help, or visit calhope.org. CalHope, official partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
DevCon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why DevCon was the choice for the 49ers Stadium and for the Earthquake Stadium. DevCon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, the Nueva School, and Mitty wanted the very best on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know DevCon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. DevCon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley. We're back with a big game in the West Catholic League's North Division as St. Ignatius meets Reardon. You want big? Reardon's Moorsack, who we featured earlier this year, is 7 feet 1 inch tall.
That is big.
That's big.
Moorsack and the Crusaders meeting San Francisco rival St. Ignatius. The team's opening league play this week. It's our CCS Monster Game, and our Allie Williams was there.
A big San Francisco matchup tonight as the 4-2 Archbishop Reardon Crusaders host the 4-1 St. Ignatius Wildcats. For Reardon, expect to see plenty of Robert Vaihola. The 6'8 Fresno State commit is tough and skilled down low, but can also shoot and drive from the outside. For St. Ignatius, Sean Quantico makes his return to Reardon and will be facing his old teammates. The junior transferred to SI and has become one of the Wildcats' leading scorers. Will the Crusaders or the Wildcats come out on top in this West Catholic League matchup in the city? We'll find out in our CCS Monster Game. Reardon hyped to get started and they jump out early. Lee Hubbard to Robert Vaihola, considers driving but pops one instead. This one's in and Crusaders keep going. Lee Hubbard takes a few dribbles to the basket and finds himself in a crowd of Wildcats. He maneuvers his way to the hoop, a couple bounces but it's in. Wildcats fight through the first. Felix Tomanen Kim gets to the top of the key and fires it through traffic to Ethan Jew. He makes a contested shot, but Reardon keeps control. King Nasani Wilhite for three, and swish! Crusaders finish the big first quarter with a 22-5 lead. They keep pushing. Moorsack at the rim gets the bucket down low to extend Reardon's lead. SI goes on a short run in the second. Giancarlo Toledo Rivera breaks up the pass and is off. 6 points in the second for Toledo Rivera. But the Crusaders crushing. Robert Vaihola gets the rebound and shows off the quarterback arm to Zion Sensley for the slam. Reardon finishes the quarter with conviction, 45-20. In the third, Robert Vaihola turns and the soft jumper is in. 27 points for Vaihola, and Crusaders preserve their lead with the big man and a big block for Morsek. 40-point lead for Reardon after 3. St. Ignatius with some fire beyond the arc. Carson Mills in the corner. It's good. 2 threes in the fourth for Mills. But it's the Crusaders. Lee Hubbard with the rebound and launches down to Zion Sensley again, and he puts a little extra on this one. Reardon goes on to win 77-38. Robert Vaihola talks about gelling as a team and his plans for the rest of the season.
I think a couple losses kind of just woke up our guys and just started practicing how we play. So we're just going a lot harder and just everybody being more competitive and playing as a team. I just want to win. Just whatever I got to do to help the team win, just hopefully win another WCL championship.
In San Francisco with the Monster Game, I'm Allie Williams, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Adrian Soriano here in San Jose as Mitty faces St. Francis Tuesday afternoon. The Monarchs looking to strike first. Freya Youssef takes the ball away and tries one from long range, but Macy Padilla comes up with the save to keep the game scoreless. St. Francis trying to get on the board on the other end, but Riley McNair is right there for the save. No score at halftime. The Lancers get a penalty shot in the second half, and Christina Constantine converts from the spot as St. Francis takes a 1-0 lead. But that lead did not last long. UC Davis-bound senior Emma Vane gets past her defender and passes inside to Jordan Geis, who finishes the equalizer, and it's all tied up at 1. St. Francis on the attack late in the game, but McNair is right there once again for the save as both St. Francis and Mitty finish the game tied at 1-1.
Coming up, night baseball with Cappuccino and Burlingame.
And the local player taken in the first round of the NFL Draft. Our Clover Sonoma Dairy Deja Vu segment is next.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By Clover Sonoma, the #1 milk brand in Northern California and proud partners of the 49ers. And by Devcon Construction, build, perform, design, sustain.
We head to Burlingame now for the battle in the Bay Division for first place. Cappuccino, the league leader, starting this week with a perfect 6-0 league record with junior Ryan Lordier batting .446.
The Panthers just one game back with junior Lou Martineau hitting .413. The Bay Division battle played at Burlingame Wednesday night.
Adrian Soriano here in Burlingame as the Panthers take on Cappuccino. Burlingame gets on the board first. Luke Martineau hits a shot to left center field. That's good enough for a double as Kyunhoo Kim scores, and it's 1-0 Panthers. Then a couple batters later, Taylor Kaufman lines one down the left field line for another double as Martineau comes in to score. 2-0 Burlingame after 1. Second inning, and the Panthers get a run on a bases-loaded walk. Then Martineau hits it through the infield for a base hit. Sean Richardson scores. Here comes Ryan Kang, and Ryan is safe at the plate, and it's 5-0 Burlingame. Johnny Suarez up next, and Johnny hits a high pop-up in shallow left. That will dunk it for a base hit as Kim scores, and it's 6-0 Panthers. Kaufman up to bat now, and he clears the bases with a shot to deep left field. Martineau and Suarez crosses the plate. 8-0 Burlingame after 2. Bottom 5 now, and Kim loops one to right for a single as Jacob Celia comes in. The Panthers get another run on a pass ball, and it's 10-0 Burlingame after 5. Cappuccino gets one back in the 6th as Nicholas Balch grounds one up the middle for a base hit. Nicholas Gomez comes in to score. The Mustangs looking for more in the 7th, but Suarez steps on the back for one, then fires to Jake Caprini at first for the double play as Burlingame wins it to go to 6-1 in the Peninsula Bay League.
It's Matthew Mendoza here at Lynbrook High School where the Vikings tip off against the Los Altos Eagles in this SCVAL matchup. Early in the first, it's the Eagles getting the action started as freshman Macy Watson keeps her eyes up and finds senior teammate Jamie Baum for the early score. On the other end of the court, it's Mason Yee for the Vikings, finding Sarah Ho down on the low block, and she calls upon Kareem to hit the bucket, and the Vikings lead 13-10 after 1. In the second, it's teamwork time for the Eagles as they go around the horn and eventually settle on Monet Sekiguchi, who nails the deep 3, and it's the Eagles up 7 at half. But senior Lydian Lee won't let the Vikings go away in the third, as she finds a lane she likes and takes it all the way through the traffic for 2 of her 7 third-quarter points, and it's a 1-point game heading to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, it's Lee who gets a pass in the lane and finishes with the gorgeous layup, and it's Lindbrook up late. But just moments later on the other end, it's Baum again for the Eagles with the dribble drive, step back, and she hits it to tie it up late. With just a few seconds ago, Lee has a chance to win it in regulation, but she can't get it to go, and we have overtime. In the extra frame, it's Lee to Ho, and back to Lee, who drives and finishes with a floater to complete the classic give and go to get the lead for the Vikings, and they never give it back. Ranger gets the W, led by the stellar Knights of Lee and Ho.
Time for the Be Happy Play, brought to us by DGDG.com, where you can be a happy car buyer.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the California Grizzlies. Bottom of the 8th, and Cal's Noah Competente comes through with the base hit to walk it off for Cal, and the team was really happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer. It's Deja Mu. Clover Sonoma Dairy helps us look back at high school stars now grazing in bigger fields.
This week, we remember Antioch running back Najee Harris. Najee was great for the Panthers in his high school years before heading off to play college at Alabama, where he finished his career as the school's all-time leading rusher and 2020 Doak Walker Award winner given to the nation's top running back. Najee was taken 24th overall by the Steelers in this year's NFL draft.
Congratulations to Najee. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but we'll see.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reicha Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Tim Dempsey. Today's training tip is a high-low push-up. He's going to pull his rib cage down on an exhale, maintain his core activated, inhaling down slowly, maintaining core activation, pause, and then exhale up and through. And one more through from there. Maintain that rib cage down and head up. Boom. And that's your low-high push-up.
Lots of great plays this week, but the Service by Medallion Play of the Week always goes to the play we thought was the best of the best.
We'll count down the contenders and then name the best play from this past week.
Adrian Soriano back for the plays of the week, and we start off with Mountain View's Nate Bonfilio catching the hot shot at first. Here's Tiana Bell from Heritage fielding the slow grounder and firing to first on 1 foot. That was nice. Annabelle Mundelius from San Ramon Valley with a backhand shot for the goal. How'd she know that was going to go in? Back to the softball field for Jessica M, laying out to make a brilliant catch in center field. Macy Padilla from St. Francis with one of the best saves we've seen this season to keep that game scoreless. But the play of the week goes to Lynbrook's Anthony Yu. Anthony leaping over the catcher, then he beats the tag at the plate. The umpire says he is safe. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Look at how high Anthony got on that leap. Sir, you just won play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We will meet the Peninsula baseball player honoring his Japanese grandparents. We will see you then.